minutes ago. Just opened, like an eye, or a crack in a window. My people have an evacuation underway. 6-block perimeter.
Widen it. The readings I'm getting are disturbing. Tachyons, Wittenberg matter. Whatever this is, Jim, it's tearing at reality itself. I'll get a closer look.
One more thing, Batman. Most people have run away, but we've had reports of a few heading toward it. They could be involved.
Good. If someone's causing this, they can stop it, with the proper incentive. Then again, this is Gotham. There's always the chance that people running towards it are just insane. Case in point, Harley Quinn. This sort of thing isn't her normal MO, but she's drawn to chaos, like a moth to a flame.
I can't believe it! They already went through! You stopped for 2 minutes to clean up hyena poop, and everybody stopped without you.
Quinn! Get away from there! You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Tip. Just because you don't know, you think I don't know what this crack is?
Who went through? What are they after?
I ain't no snitch! And you ain't gonna ruin my fun, Daddy Dad.
Stop! Don't!
Bombshells away!
She's gone. Nothing I can do about it now, except try to figure out what this disturbance is. My readings from earlier are confirmed. Plus, I'm picking up a disturbing amount of energy my instruments can't identify. Whatever this is, it doesn't seem to come from our world, or even our universe. Ugh. No good. The rift has a localized gravitational pull. My line can't break loose. All my tech is going haywire. And the pressure gets stronger the further in I go. Don't black out. Gotham's not equipped to handle something like this. I'm not sure the world is. Don't black. Where? Storm. Moving in. Don't recognize the area, but I've got to get clear. Odd. The storm's still raging, but it seems to have stopped moving. Nothing natural behaves this way. The only thing worse than the thought that it's externally controlled is the level of power it would take to do that. Don't know where I am, or how I got here. Was I caught in that storm? Doesn't feel like I'm injured. Ambush! Twist. Use momentum. Got him pinned. Now to get answers. I can't talk? I might have overreacted. He could be as confused as I am, lashing out in self-defense. I've got to show that I'm not an enemy. Maybe I can communicate through sign language. I don't know who I am. Focus. What do I know? I'm a trained fighter, and so is he. Is this some kind of prison? Unlikely. We've both got weapons. Training ground? Landscape isn't familiar. I'm not from here. And I should be able to talk. My muscles remember what training I've had, and how to use these weapons. What don't I know? Pretty much everything else. Except that I'm clearly being manipulated, and that's one more for the no column. I don't like being manipulated. Higher ground should give me a better view of sniper scope. Move! Is everyone here a homicidal maniac? New theory. I've gone mad, and this is an asylum. No, it's too disorganized. And some of these people can't be human. Or am I on an alien world? Another dimension? None of the others seem to care about any of this. Just fighting. With no rhyme or reason to why. Or who. Her. I know her. At least it feels like I do. And I think it's mutual. She looks like she can't understand why she just intervened, but she keeps glancing towards me, as I find myself doing with her. That's going to get one or both of us killed. Unless she feels it too. We just don't know each other. We fought together before, and well, we don't remember, but our coordination is flawless. Are we partners? Colleagues? Friends? Lovers? She's magnificent. We're going to win this. Maybe then we can get some answers about... No. The storm. Closing in fast. The others see it too, but seem determined to continue the fight. Our only chance is to end this now and find some way out. Except there isn't one. We're going to die. She knows it too. I wish we could talk to each other. I wish I could have remembered you. I wish we had more time. But we don't. There's just this moment before the end.
If there's one thing I know about you, even when the chips are down and the hand is dealt, you never, ever give up. I don't know where you are or what trials you're facing, but I have nothing but pity for whoever gets in your way.
I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. But apparently I've planned for that. Messages, judging from the angles, written to myself. Lots of them. How long have I been here? According to this, I'm stuck in a time loop. Everything alive resets after 22 minutes, as does my memory. Obviously, that could be a lie. This may be some elaborate trap. But the notes are consistent with the evidence I have. I can't speak, for one thing. This says no one here can. My armor's battle-scarred. Fits with the note that the island is full of combatants. But it seems I've concluded that they're being manipulated as much as I am. Which makes them no less dangerous. Case in point. The fighting is a distraction. Best avoided. Anyone I can't evade I've got to take down as quickly as possible. Then spend what little time I have figuring out a way out of this endless cycle. And if I can believe these notes, I've left myself sanctuaries, marked with a symbol. Well, I'm consistent. Was the bat motive my choice, or my captor's? It feels right, but I don't know what that means when I can't remember anything. I have been here a while. It would take more than 22 minutes to read all of this. What's the most recent? Here. The cat. Everyone seems to have a theme. These are GPS coordinates, which must mean I have a GPS device. The past me provided the dots. I just need to connect them. This device links to my mask's lenses. Was I this well equipped before I got here? Don't suppose it matters now. The message about the cat seems to be the newest. Did the past me leave them a message? Can't assume that he did, or that it would be understood if he had. How will I know who this cat is if we meet? That's the area. Let's see who fits the name. Is this my ally? Or... no. Her. I'm not sure how I know. But I know. And now I'm committed. We're outnumbered. But together we can take them down. The question is, does she know we're supposed to be friends? Asked and answered. I should have been ready for this. We're wasting time. What's that noise? Some sort of storm. And it feels like it's been about 20 minutes since I woke. Which means I need to act fast to keep this all from having been a waste. Now it's up to her. She has no reason to trust me. In fact, with everyone else here being an enemy, she shouldn't. And yet I feel something about her. I can only hope she feels it too. Maybe this wasn't a waste after. The cat is a friend. Interesting. But how do I find... It seems I already did. We are both weary. But we have something in common. We don't like being trapped. So we put aside our mistrust and make a plan. To escape this place, we must first understand it. which means exploration. The island seems isolated, no other land in reach, and if we go too far from it, we hit the storm, far sooner than necessary. Our notes to ourselves say we'll reset if consumed by the storm. We have no reason to think that's not true, but still, it's not good to be alone at a moment like this. The ocean isn't the only body of water, and I have a theory that this whole place is artificial. But the bottom of this lake doesn't reveal anything new, just dirt and silt. No hatches or drains. I'm surprised by how well we're working together, considering we've only really known each other for a matter of minutes. I would have thought we'd be like animals in a strange territory, mistrustful, hostile. But our notes do indicate we've been working together for a long time. Memories reset, but maybe feelings hold... What? She'll be alive next cycle. I tell myself that. My catalog of the beings we've encountered has multiple examples of them killing each other, then returning. But after seeing her die in my arms, none of that matters. I just want to make them hurt. The analytical part of my brain doesn't completely shut off. It notes a hypnothesis confirmed, as the storm comes to claim us all. Feelings do carry over. If our notes are to be believed, we've now explored every sector of the island and found nothing. Don't know why I suggested coming up here. The view won't show us anything I haven't seen before. She senses it too, as if I'm avoiding something. But what? Am I afraid of something? Something happening? A residual feeling from our last loop? Still, this cycle hasn't been all busy work. Setting a timer is a solid idea. It's good to know how much time we have left. Wait. That battle. There's something familiar. She senses it too. There's a connection between us and this Harlequin. It's worth finding out. We can always use another ally. She's embraced the dancing. That's a worrisome sign. But if she's been here alone as long as the cat and I have been here together, it's no wonder why she's gone native. Not much time left to reach her. We made a plan. Now we have to hope it works. If we can't reach her now, who knows when or if we'll find each other again. She's not interested, and the storm's closing in. Wait. The storm. The storm's closing in on itself just as the time loop's about to reset. It can't be a coincidence. Forget the Harlequin. The storm is the key. Gotta remind myself. I've been calculating the movements of the storm. For some time now, it seems. Its speed, circumference of the eye at different points in time. And I think I understand why. According to my notes, the storm's center relocates each cycle. In a place where every non-living thing remains consistent, the storm changes. Its center changes. That's significant. I've been developing a way to find the exact epicenter in a given cycle. Based on my data, this time around, this is it. But what's the significance? The cat's annoyed. She doesn't understand what I'm doing. Wait. She does understand. She's one step ahead of me. She's placed it at the exact center. Brilliant. It's delicate, easily damaged, and most importantly, not native to this place. Got to write myself a note in the time we have left. If this device is still here, still intact, then the next time around... Took too long to fight through them all. Is it here? Is it... Then the epicenter is special. Some sort of safe zone. The storm never fully covers it. She feels it too. There's hope. The question is, what happens to a person, or people, at the center of the storm when it closes in? Only one way to find out. If we can reach this cycle's epicenter in time. I've written myself a note. Only thing remaining is to wait. Together. If my notes are to be believed, standing at the epicenter didn't work. My analyzer was spared. We weren't. Hypnothesis. The safe zone isn't big enough for 2 people. It has to be 1. It has to be. Agony. Tearing at me. Killing me. Got to take it. Ignore my body's survival instincts. This is hard for her too. Though we've only known each other 21 minutes. We don't retain any memory. But by now, there's no question we retain emotion. Didn't think I'd last this long. Running out of time before the cycle ends. Wait. That shimmer around her. I'm not imagining it. But it's weak. Flickering. Nothing is changing. That can only mean... My notes are clear. Only one of us can get out. If they're the last one alive. That's if these messages are true, and not some kind of trap. But it feels true. The evidence supports it, the way the other combatants aren't concerned about death. As if they sense it's not permanent, we avoid them. What little time we have in this cycle is for planning. There's no time for disagreement, but we have one anyway. Over who it will be. I insist it has to be her. The risk is that the one who's left won't remember to follow the other. I argue that it's more analytical, while she's more impulsive. She proves me right. We don't remember our past battles, but we feel like this has been good, not fighting. A break for our bodies, our psyches. Even if we don't recall it, next time will be different. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am, but I feel like there was something to remember. What? Doesn't matter now. I have other things to worry about.
Inter-office memo. From loop observation to PSYOPs. Subject: I'm worried about the Batman. Since Asset Catwoman escaped the loop, Asset Batman has displayed a single-minded determination to follow her, bordering on mania. Needless to say, he does not remember Catwoman. His memory, like that of all assets, is lost when the storm resets with the conclusion of each loop. Granted, this subject has left himself numerous notes to remind him of past events, but the obsessive manner in which he constantly improves himself in order to dispatch opponents as quickly as possible suggests far more than the abstract, dispassionate following of a plan. It feels personal. While I realize it's impossible to wipe a subject's emotional memory as decisively as their conscious memory, perhaps your department can adjust the settings. I do realize Asset Batman is a special case, and you'll be reluctant to do anything that might dull his edge, or otherwise interfere with our agenda with him. However, the degree to which he keeps improving has become alarming. He's completely focused on defeating all the other combatants, then getting to the epicenter of the storm before the loop cycle completes. Of course, the possibility that this subject would deduce the method for escaping the loop was anticipated, expected even. But even with the measures we've taken to make sure things adhere to our preferred schedule, and the fact that it takes him longer to defeat the others without Catwoman's aid, it still appears he might succeed before we are fully ready. He nearly escaped in his last 3 attempts. My department's ability to slow him down is rapidly diminishing. If you can't assist in the area of memory manipulation, please join me in urgent acquisitions to approve my recommendation to them in an expedited manner. With all that's happened around here lately, and the challenges inherent with working remotely, this is not a time to take chances. Inner office memo, from loop observation to acquisitions. Subject: thank you. Just writing to express my appreciation for moving so fast. As I mentioned in my last memo, the situation with Asset Batman was quickly becoming untenable. But I think our quick action has righted the ship. I can admit now that I harbored some doubts it would work. Asset Batman has knocked down everyone and everything we've thrown at him. Even those with unique and unparalleled skill sets. I was initially afraid that might be the case here too. Not that we had any other viable choice. But the results speak for themselves. Early indications are that we're getting exactly what we need. From Asset Snake Eyes. These two are perfectly matched. Both use a staggering mix of fighting styles I've never seen before in these particular combinations. Both are relentless, skilled, calm in the face of combat, and, I'll say it, brilliant. It's like watching the finest artists working together to create a masterpiece. In fact, under other circumstances, their talents would worry me. Given time, these two would definitely figure out they're being manipulated, and probably uncover things we'd rather they didn't. Luckily, every 22 minutes the storm wipes the slate clean, and they start all over again. The two of them meeting as if for the first time, remembering nothing, and we get a new fight the likes of which no one's ever seen before. We should start selling popcorn. Inner office memo, from loop observation to archives. Subject: has this ever happened? Something has occurred in relation to the encounters between Asset Batman and Asset Snake Eyes, and I've never witnessed it before. You've seen the unofficial highlight reels I've been sending, just for entertainment. Sometimes these two fight for the entire length of the loop, doing things that would exhaust assets from most any other origin point, including their own. I know we're watching something special, you know it, but could beings with no memory longer than 22 minutes know? Sorry, I forgot to mention why I'm asking. It's the other assets. They've stopped fighting. Inner office memo, from loop observation to PsyOps. Subject: emotional retention. As we've discussed, while the asset's memories are wiped at the end of each loop, we know emotions can carry over. This isn't usually a problem, and that aside from rare exceptions like Asset Batman and Asset Catwoman, they have no prior emotional connection. And this is hard in the environment to form one. But I guess what I'm wondering is this: is respect an emotion? And could it stick? This is not my area of expertise. Please advise. Inner office memo, from loop observation to acquisitions. Subject: concerns. The more I watch Assets Batman and Snake Eyes, the more I worry. I hope I'm being paranoid. Frankly, I'm hoping you'll tell me as much. But better to raise the question now than wish we had later. We're all aware that assets often band together for the sake of convenience. But these alliances are ephemeral when it comes to being the last one standing at the end of the loop. They know there can be only one, and they have no reason to care what happens to the others. Which is why I want to confirm with you that there's never been an example of beings from different origin points uniting for any significant duration. Inner office memo, from loop observation to archives. Subjects: Hand signals. Urgent. I'm sending you still shots of hand signals two assets made to each other. I understand sign languages from several source worlds, but not this one. Can you translate? Assets are not from the same point of origin, yet somehow appear to comprehend each other, so it must be a language or code used on multiple source worlds. Reply is needed ASAP, because if these assets are able to communicate and plan, or worse, collaborate, it could present serious... Inner office memo from loop observation to all senior partners. Subject: Assets Batman and Snake Eyes summary evaluation. The tactic of putting asset Snake Eyes against asset Batman was successful. Relatively speaking, despite buying us less time than anticipated. However, with unpredictable beings like this, it's probably safe to say that the unexpected is exactly what we should have expected. Inner office memo from loop observation to extra loop observation. Subject: Incoming asset. Be advised that asset Batman is inbound. You are welcome to contact me with any questions or concerns. I wish you the best of luck. One general recommendation: if anything strikes you as noteworthy, don't hesitate to share it with the rest of us immediately. We're all in these positions due to our ability to handle unusual, unpredictable situations. But you must remember, we are stronger together than apart. I will be taking some much-needed personal time as of tomorrow, but will continue to regularly monitor communications and be available for consultation. Loop observation out.
Don't do anything stupid. No sudden moves, or she's dead. Drop the weapon. Hands on your head.
You idiot! Threatening me won't help you. He doesn't remember who I am.
They can speak. I've escaped the storm, but she's right. I don't remember who she is. Who either one of them is. Though there's something about her. Do I know her? I know for a fact I don't want her hurt. All right, let her go.
Now put your hands on your head. Slowly.
Her hand. That gesture. I know what that means. How do I? Doesn't matter. What matters is it worked.
Is this familiar?
You're familiar.
We fought together a lot. We're used to it.
Wait, this isn't necessary.
You say that now.
I say it because it's true. I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, the gun to my head convinced me of that.
Fine. If that's the way it has to be, I surrender.
Careful. Could be a trap.
I can see how you think so. But I was just protecting myself. People usually come out of the loop hostile.
The loop.
You've been trapped in a time loop that resets every 22 minutes or so, along with your memory. You escaped, but there's an adjustment.
He's not lying about that. I came out a few days ago. I've been hiding, getting the lay of the land. And there's something I should warn you about. It took a bit longer to happen to me. Those are your memories of every loop you experienced, all coming back at once. It's a lot. Now you know what I meant when I said we fought together before.
And you'll notice I'm not taking advantage of the moment to attack.
Shut up. Stay where you are.
Cat. I remember now. But nothing before the island.
No, that doesn't come back, I'm afraid. But it sounds like you worked together to escape the loop, and the endless chaos that goes on in it. If we're to discover who we are, where we came from, and how to get back there, we'll have to work together.
She and I earned each other's trust. Fighting together. Dying together. You haven't earned a thing. I don't recall you in the loop.
I got out weeks ago. Pure luck, really. Killed everyone else and happened to be in the exact center of the storm. and I'm not the first. We didn't want to overwhelm you, but we've all been where you are and come to the same conclusion. Some powerful beings brought us here. But if there's a way in, there's a way out. The only way we'll find it is together.
And they stand in the way of us getting home. The only way we can beat them is together. Bat and cat, right? We call one eye here Deathstroke. You've seen him fight. You can imagine why. The others call me Raider. I've been here the longest. Almost 4 years. I know how you feel. Most of us, our instinct isn't to trust others.
Especially when some of us killed others 100 times. Just because it didn't stick doesn't mean we don't remember the pain.
If you'd like to find out whether death is permanent now, Bandolette, keep talking.
Oh, I'd love to, you son of a-
Enough! Stand down, Bonehead. No one here is our true enemy.
Thank you, Magnus. I figured you'd prefer letting bygones be bygones since you chopped several of us in half on more than one occasion. But he's right. We're just puppets. The goal is to find our strings and cut them.
Alright, I'm in. Cat,
For now.
Raider, is it? 4 years. You'll have had the most time to explore. What do you know?
Well, let's start with the obvious. This is the whole world. You go out far enough, by air or water, there's nothing. A void. As if gravity and atmosphere vanish. A few have tried going into the void, figuring the way out must be on the other side. I guess you could say it's a way out, but not the one you want. There have also been events. I'd call them natural disasters, but at least some were definitely not natural. One was a device clearly made by intelligent beings. Intelligent and with vast resources.
This device, where did it originate?
A structure on a small island in a lake. It was just there one day. We tried to get close, but security was too tight. Then something happened. This device appeared. Then a plume of pure energy. Now there's a tower there.
Let's back up a bit. Given the time you had, and the limited geography, I expect you explored the island thoroughly.
Yeah, and found some interesting stuff. This looks pretty old. I'm not sure if the images represent some kind of religion or what, but it looks like people were taken from elsewhere and brought here by those godlike figures, whoever they are.
They're coming from different portals, presumably different locations. Some of us could come from the same place, but based on the technology and biology, some clearly
did not agree.
Yeah, we figured that out. No offense, but you're obviously not the world's greatest detective or anything.
Just going over the basics, trying to determine what we know, what we think we know, and how we fill in the blanks. Okay, we're going to re-explore the island and the areas around it. You.
Fishstick, they call me. I get the feeling I should find it offensive, but this whole place offends me so.
You can breathe water, or at least survive in it?
Again, not exactly a genius, are you? Of course I can.
Fine. You've got the waterways. Start with the inland ones. You.
The name that seems to have stuck is Voyager.
I want an aerial map of the island as soon as possible. The rest of us will divide into sectors and search them. Anything noteworthy at all, report it.
Hold on just one damn minute. Why should we listen to you?
Good enough for me.
Me too. We can meet back here at nightfall each day and compare notes.
Yeah, whatever.
Fine. I'm still disoriented, so the cat and I will go together. Let's start mapping out search grids, based on what we already know.
So, what was that earlier? That helpless, oh my, I've got the vapors, disoriented act.
I felt it necessary that we talk.
Be still my heart.
We might not know where we're from, but it's clearly the same place. The connection between us, from the moment we got here, is undeniable.
Sure, but what is it? Are we friends? Enemies? Co-workers? Husband and wife?
I don't know. And it doesn't matter now. What does is this. We know from what's happened since we've been here that we can trust each other. And probably no one else. That we need each other in order to get through this. Do you agree?
Yeah, makes sense. Just don't expect me to slow down for you.
Never. Alright. These artifacts reinforce our working theory. The island isn't natural. It was created with certain properties. For example, we understand each other's words, even those whose psychologies and likely origins are vastly different. Things seem to come to this island from one of two ways, either from other worlds or underground. We can't open rifts, which leaves one option.
We're not idiots, man. We've dug and found naught but dirt.
Then you're digging in the wrong place. This device that rose up, and the tower that's replaced it.
We've explored it. It's impenetrable. And the energy it gives off fries any tech, so I wouldn't get too close. Where the pylons trying to get once rose, it's like they were never there. No seams, nothing.
Then that leaves the hatches. 3 in all, never to our knowledge opened.
Aye, I smite them often, for exercise. They're impervious to all forces and weapons. There are no latches, locks, or means to enter a code. They give us nothing.
Wrong. That gives us everything. Whoever controls this place seems to have unlikely designed the hatches to only open from one side.
How the hell do you know?
Patterns of behavior are something I feel I've studied. Our puppet masters wouldn't chance getting trapped out here. My device can analyze and replicate energy frequencies. If we theorize that the hatches are designed to open for whoever they are, and not us, there's something about them they recognize. We need to find it. We're going to collect energy traces from various locations, like the places the pylons rose from, the tower, from a safe distance, of course. Fragments of the meteor, anything that may have come from them. We'll each try a particular energy signature from the hatch, even if it takes dozens, hundreds, thousands, and hope that one is the key.
Unbelievable. You finally did it. Let's go before it closes again.
Wait! We don't know what we're dealing with. Fishstick, search underwater for signs of traps. Security measures we may have activated.
Aye, aye, sir!
Everyone else, be ready for anything. We're just chipping off pieces. The glowing runes in their foreheads. Target those.
Done.
If this doesn't work, I'm going to haunt you.
Not bad. How do you know?
They didn't feel pain, or otherwise act alive, which meant something was animating them, and identifying us as intruders. Stay alert. We faked the energy signatures of their masters to open the hatch. It's not in us, so it could happen again.
I think I found the lights. Whoa.
It's like a staging area, where people could gear up to go onto the surface.
There's evidence of multiple generations of structures here. The columns appear ancient. The golems even older.
Looks like something wrecked the place. The device, maybe the energy plume. Could be whoever ran things here evacuated.
We need to go deeper. They got out somehow, and so can we.
4 teams of 2. Each takes a passage. We meet back here in 3 hours for preliminary reports. You encounter any hostiles. Make as much noise as you can.
Explosives?
Would just cause a worse collapse. The rubble is the only thing holding up the ceiling. We should backtrack.
So, you want to follow any of the others, or wait here until...
Wait. Did you hear that? It's coming from under here. Give me a hand.
Oh, God.
Get some water. As much as you can.
On it.
Who did this?
Didn't see it.
Relax. I've got first aid supplies and...
No point. Listen, I found something on the seabed, buried in the sand. I was bringing it to you.
heavily rusted, non-functional. But if there's anything left in its storage battery, yes. Energy similar to those at the epicenter of the storm. I think this device can create a field of energy, which means in theory, it could allow someone to access the island without being caught in the loop, and with their memories intact. The technology in that device resembles the technology here. They were made by the same people, but all indications are the people here fled further into the facility. Why would someone go outside the hatch to close it, then discard this device? Unless that's not what happened at all.
Someone is lying. They didn't escape the loop. They were never in it. They remember everything. One of us is working for...
One of us is working for them.
Deathstroke! Who the hell are these guys?
Doesn't matter. They're shooting at us, so shut up and shoot back, Raider.
The cowards fight without honor, Bandolette. If they once came within smiting distance.
Yeah, I'm guessing they won't make it that easy. And if I had their firepower, I wouldn't either. My worry is they're just keeping us pinned down until reinforcements get here.
Reinforcements have arrived. Just not the ones they expected.
All disarmed.
Don't let your guard down. Their hand-to-hand skills are impressive.
So cheat.
I prefer to call it asymmetrical warfare.
Now, you taste the axe of Magnus!
No! No killing.
Eh? Why?
Because in here, it's murder, and we'll learn more from the living captives. I recognize this one from the loop. I fought him not long before I broke free. These guards moved like a trained unit. How could he have escaped the loop and become one of them so quickly?
How do you know they're guards?
We encountered a larger squad down another hallway. They seemed determined not to let us farther into the complex. Maybe they plucked skilled combatants from the loop and used them as security? But his combat techniques are synced with the others, like he's been here for years.
Maybe he's a clone or a parallel universe duplicate. Or everyone from this world looks the same. You want to speculate, do it on the move. Because reinforcements are coming. And these guys are too unconscious to tell us squat.
How did you all end up together?
The other corridors were impassable or too heavily guarded.
Besides, we're not all together. Fishstick's still...
Fishstick's dead. We found him. From the wounds, it was some sort of energy beam.
Oh, damn. He smelled like old tired, but I like his attitude.
Probably ran into some of those guards.
Whoa. This must be what the guards are trying to keep us away from. Some sort of meeting room. Or war room. Nobody sits around a table like that to plan parties.
Looks like they've collected some artifacts of their own. This stuff is ancient.
Not the first time we've found this writing. I've deciphered a lot of it. Something about the place from which all reality sprang. They call it the 0 point, and a grand plan to bring order to everything. I don't think they created the 0 point, but they're using it. This looks like a star chart, but the stars and planets are overlapping. Look around for more. We need to know who they are and how they control things.
There's no time. More guards will be coming. This room's a killing field. No cover. They box us in.
I agree. This place feels... wrong. Gets my hackles up.
Alright, we'll circle back later. Hopefully after we have evaded the guards.
So much for evading. Why are we letting him lead again?
They've got us bottlenecked. We're dead if we stay here.
But your boyfriend got a little light reading in, so worth it, right? I've got an idea. It'll take your liquid nitrogen capsules.
Right. I see what you're getting at. Everyone else, cover our backs. Deathstroke, let's do this.
Nice. Make the support beams brittle and bring the house down. You do realize we can't do that on both ends, right? Unless we're trying to bury ourselves alive.
No. This side we handle the old-fashioned way.
So, I'm glad we're alive and all, but I can't be the only one who noticed we cut off our way out.
That wasn't a way out. It was a way back to the island. If there's a way out, it's ahead of us.
Let's see what they didn't want us to find.
Wow. I don't know what this is, but...
I know. It feels like... everything.
The energies in this room. I've never sensed anything like it.
What is it?
The 0 point. It has to be.
It is. The glow from inside that stone tower.
Let's check it out, but carefully.
No, this is it. The reason I'm here. I can sense it. Once I shatter this barrier from the 0 point, I can go anywhere, do anything. Voyage for all eternity.
Stop!
Stop. Never again.
What happened to him?
Uncontrolled omniversal energy. I'd theorized that the 0 point cycles through countless realities per second.
He was scattered into dozens of pieces, each sent to a random universe.
He got his wish. He'll be voyaging for eternity. They had to control it somehow to bring us all through. This looks like a terminal, but it must have lost power during whatever hit this place.
Looks to me like all this equipment drew power from the 0 point itself. But that barrier seems to have severed the connection.
And we can't reconnect it without ending up like Voyager. So, we're trapped here?
No. We just have to get creative.
I keep expecting the guards to find us.
I don't think they're allowed in here. The 0 point is its own best defense. Okay. I think we can activate one of these panels with the right power source.
They obviously used all the panels to make it work. And we don't have the equipment to power that many.
We don't need them all. I suspect the panels normally create vibrational energy, attuned to whatever specific reality they want to access. But we have an alternative source for that. If we align the panel with multiversal energy, contained within one of us, it should open a pathway to our individual home world. Theoretically. And there's only one way to find out if it'll work. It's ready. I'll try it first.
No way. I've been here the longest.
Are you sure? The risk.
You couldn't stop me if you tried. Okay, if we do this right, it should use my dimensional energy as a guide. Fire it up.
Do it. Bonehead, make sure the panel stays in the right alignment.
Relax, everyone. This goes bad, we probably all die.
Is it working? Or should we shut it?
That's it. That's my home.
Careful. We saw what happened to Voyager.
This is different. I can feel it. It's been so long. But I'm finally going home.
What happened? Did she make it?
She made it. We did it.
And now you don't need us anymore. Or should I say, your masters don't.
The hell are you talking about?
You killed Fishstick. He found a discarded device that lets you exist on the island without losing your memory. Something only they would have. It was yours. You didn't want him showing anyone else. And his burns were consistent with your staff.
Or the guard's energy weapons.
True. And then you remembered my liquid nitrogen capsules. I never used them around you. At least, not since I got here. We know each other from our home world, don't we?
Okay, what the hell? If anyone sides with me, I'll get you home. You don't, you die here.
I think not, a little traitor.
Hold him!
Nope. I'm with the guy who's got pull with the people in charge.
Then you can share his pain.
How stupid are you people? This isn't necessary.
Heard that before. Then you killed my friend.
He means we need each other, which is true. But if we're declaring a truce, I'm calling the shots.
Figured it out, have you? Okay, you win.
Really? Get a girl all fired up and then leave her hanging? Typical.
Figured out what? I always feel 3 steps behind you people.
That we need each other to get home. Bandolette, you first.
Sure. Sorry for the, turning on you thing. That's it. My god, how could I have forgotten it?
We've only got one functional panel. It requires precise direction to keep the portal open to the right place. Someone has to man the device, which means that person gets left behind. Unless it's me, the cat, and Deathstroke, because we're all from the same world.
Oh wow! I can smell the ozone! Gonna raise a cup of ions to you, Fishstick.
Together, the three of us should supply just enough energy to create a portal that'll stay open on its own. Long enough for us to leave. But only together.
We'll be linking to a crack in the sky that's already there, but you got the basics right.
Then I wish you well, my friend. We will sing songs of you in the mead halls of my world.
I almost want to go with him just to hear those.
Just us left. I've turned the staff to get full power. Cat, let's get Deathstroke in position. Add his universal energy to ours.
And hear me out here. Hell no.
Deathstroke, what are you doing?
I know. Asking for a beating.
Got that backward.
Don't be a fool. We need each other to get back.
You need me, I don't need you. And now that the others are out of the way, you're just a speed bump.
Look out! Some new weapon!
Not a weapon. Stop him!
Smart man. It's more like a compass that can guide me home without you. But it's not all bad. I mean, sure, you're stuck in a crazy alien dimension forever. But at least you've got each other.
Deathstroke's trapped us here. The panel's battery's charged, but the two of us can't supply enough dimensional energy to open a gateway to our world. Not one that'll stay open long enough. He played us like amateurs. And I let it happen. How?
You were worrying about others, as always. But don't give up yet. I missed him, but I got his gadget, the one that synced up the 0 point with our home. No reason we can't do the same. Except that I might have broken it a little.
It's mostly intact. Let me see what I can do. The calibration mechanism is shattered. It's stuck on one setting.
Damn it. Just leads back to the loop, which doesn't help us at all.
Maybe it does. What we need is a third person who originates from our world. We thought that was Deathstroke, but when we were in the loop, I saw someone else who felt familiar.
The woman dressed up like a playing card? I got the same feeling. You think we can go in, grab her, and get back fast enough? What if we lose our memories when we get there?
I doubt those who made this weapon would allow that to happen, but it's a risk. I'll go first. If I seem to get confused, pull me back. We're out of other options. No confusion, no loss of memory. If it happens, it clearly takes time. We've got little of that as is before the power source runs out. Come on.
So how do we find this Harlequin?
Aerial reconnaissance seems best. Hold on to me.
Anytime.
Eyes on the prize, Cat.
Always, Bat.
There.
Hurry, the storm's out at sea, but it's closing in. I don't want to find out the hard way if it can still kill us.
I'll say this for her. She's consistent. We've tried reasoning with her before. Pointless. Strike hard and fast.
You always know just what to say, Bat. Tagged her! Whoa! She's gonna fight to the end.
Same as last time. If only we can make her understand we want to take her home.
Or maybe you numbskulls can figure out that I don't want to go.
You can talk? How can you talk?
Duh. Probably because I'm amazing. Like this island until you two came back and won't shut up.
And you recognize us. So we are from the same world. Listen, we can get you home, but it will take all three of us, and our chance is running out.
Oh, now I see. That you don't freaking listen! I love it here! You fight, you dress up, and fight, and die, and get up, and do it again, and look awesome doing it! The fighting, the flossing, the total bonkers craziness of the whole island! These are my people! This is my place! And I'm staying!
Our world must be very strange.
Just figuring that out now, are you?
I assume she lost her memory too. But if she was in her right mind and wants to stay...
Right mind is not a phrase I'd use with this one. But sure, we can leave her. After we open the portal, let's... No fucking way. Who the hell are they?
Duplicates of us. This explains why we saw beings outside the loop who are still in the loop. Seems the island creates a kind of snapshot of those who escape.
You can check out, but you can never leave. Well, they're as good as us, but we're running out of time.
Exactly. But we can do one thing they can't. Talk. Close your eyes. Let's move.
Got it. This thing seems to have an automatic return.
There. The connection's made.
Those duplicates fought as a team. Just like us.
A remote detonated explosive battery to make sure that it seals from their side.
Look, it's settling on a world.
She'll recover soon. Let's...
Wait! Maybe we should stay.
That's what she said. She being me. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm missing out on all that sweet, sweet carnage.
Cat, forget her. The portal's open. But all that's happened, all we've done, was in order to get home. What changed?
I'm scared, okay? I mean, this place is strange, granted, but we know how it works now. We've got autonomy, freedom, and we've got each other. You saw those snapshot versions of us. We could be happy here.
Why do you think we wouldn't be happy back home?
I don't know. Maybe we're enemies there, or strangers, or married to other people. When I first met you, I figured you were useful, a way to survive, to escape the loop, but now I don't want to lose what we have.
I know what you mean, and I'd be lying if I said I hadn't had similar thoughts. But I have a feeling people are counting on us on the other side, that this dimensional breach is dangerous. It could happen again. I have to stop that.
Why you?
I don't know. Just feels like who I am.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Let's go.
Are you hurt?
Fine. Look, it worked. It's closed. But if this is home, why don't I remember?
Cat! Selena!
Don't. I told you. We should have stayed.
Jim. Deathstroke.
Came through and escaped. But it doesn't matter. We won. You did the important thing. You closed the crack. And no one got hurt.
I'm not sure we won at all. Deathstroke couldn't have pulled this off without a backer. Someone from this world. It would have to be someone wealthy, powerful, influential. And the likely candidates do not put my mind at ease.
So the crack in Gotham was closed. Not that it matters. I planted the anchor device in the 0-point chamber. And the signal's strong, which means...
The tethering worked. We have the ability to return to the 0 point and make use of its power.
Exactly. And I gotta say, I had my doubts even Batman could do what we needed him to. But it worked perfectly.
Don't give me too much credit, Deathstroke. It's not hard to predict what Batman will do when you are Batman. We needed the world's greatest detective to unlock the secrets of the island. He needed an emotional engine to drive him. Catwoman.
Yes. All due credit to the Batman who laughs. Though things would be much simpler if you just tell us your real name.
Oh, stop it, Lex. I know you didn't get rich by giving up your best material for free. But let's not start fighting again. We got exactly what we wanted. All of us.
Indeed. We delivered precisely as agreed, reached the 0 point, planted your anchor device so you could return there. I'd say the imagined order got everything it wanted. Or do you prefer they?
Please, Mr. Luthor. They is what the island dwellers call us. I think we're a more little civilized here. And yes, you delivered precisely what you promised. My compliments.
Well then, Dr. Slone, I'd say it's time you held up your end of the bargain.
Look outside, Lex. We've already begun.